Good evening and welcome to this really special edition of, the Chevrolet lineup. Since I've bought my Canyon AT4, I've been really studying the lineup and how General Motors put together kind of a unique lineup of trucks. Now, I know a lot of people like to separate the trucks out and make them different trucks, but they're all made on the same assembly line. They're all made in the same factory. GM handicaps themselves by splitting their truck lineups and then suffering because of it. Because many years they have beat other competitors like Ford because they split their lineup. It shows lower numbers than what other manufacturers do. This year is no different. You have your Chevrolet and you have your GM midsize trucks. And there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of people that are waffling between the Chevrolet and the GM and the GM and the Chevrolet and the Colorado and the Canyon. And should I get this package or that package? And what this video is going to do right now is basically go over all of the trucks that are available. I pulled it right off of the GM Build a Truck website and the Chevrolet Build a Truck website, and I'm going to rank them right now for you. We're going to go through that really quickly so that you can get a better idea of how they line up to each other and kind of how I feel they should be ranked lowest to highest from work truck all the way up to the Big Daddy. Okay, so why don't we get into it right here on Reviews It. Right here on this page, we show all of the Chevy trucks and their lineup and kind of their price points. All the way from the work truck, the LT, Trail Boss, Z71, and Z72. And this is how General Motors wants to rank their trucks according to their website in this order. You can see prices range from $35,000 all the way up to $48,295. Each one of these trucks has little issues that kind of give me a little bit of pause, right? So first of all, they all look like this: short bed, crew cab trucks. That's it. There are actually two different engine combinations with an asterisk. They're the same engines, but they're configured differently. You have the base engine, which is the 237 horsepower engine, paired with the 8-speed automatic. And then you have the upgraded motor that is 310 horsepower, and it has two different levels of 285 pound-feet of torque on the base motor and 385 on the 310 power mid-level one, and then 430 pound-feet of torque on the high-output motor. Now, the mid-level motor and the high-output motor are the same motor. And for $399, you can take your mid-range motor over to Chevrolet dealership anywhere, and they'll program it to where it can go up to 430 pound-feet of torque. So it's $400 basically to do that. Let's go over these trucks real quick. The work truck is exactly what it is, a work truck. Basic interior, but it still comes with the 8-inch display and the 11-inch touch display on the right. It's just that everything on the inside is very basic. The only thing it probably doesn't have is crank windows. It's got power windows. Know that there's a little bit of confusion as we go up. The LT is the one up. It's the basic work truck, but with a little more niceties to it. Goes up about $2,000 maybe over the base price, maybe $3,000 over the base price, but you get a little more refinement coming out of that with the same screen, 8-inch in front of you, and then you have the 11-inch over here on the right for the infotainment system. So you have one step up from the LT to the WT. Now where I have pause is the Trail Boss. The Trail Boss is a work truck that's been lifted and has a better off-road transfer case and system to it. It is real. Even Andre over at TFL got the work truck or the Trail Boss, and it didn't come with cruise control. That's how base this truck is. I really think that we should switch the Trail Boss with the LT here. Move the Trail Boss over to where the LT is and the LT where the Trail Boss is, because the Trail Boss, you can get options on it, but it's never going to be as good as an LT. It just has a better suspension and off-road capabilities. You know, fender flares and those kinds of things, and a 2-inch factory lift that the LT and that the Z71 do not have. But it is more expensive by a couple $1,000s. So you're getting less interior, but more off-road ability, and you can't even get LED lighting on the outside on the Trail Boss. It is not even an option to get it on the Trail Boss. All you get is regular halogens on that thing, and in the modern day, no vehicle should be coming with halogens, in my opinion, anymore. Moving up, you have the Z71. The Z71, what used to be the General Motors off-road truck, is now a regular 4x4 with a nicer interior. Does that make sense? It's just a regular 4x4 with a nicer interior. It doesn't have the lift kit, does have LED lighting package, has the same 8-inch and 11-inch display. It's basically their mall crawler 4x4 now, I guess you could call it. Moving up from there, you have the ZR2, which is their, off-roader truck, their premier off-road truck, the ZR2. The biggest difference in that one is you get the 3-inch lift on that, just like you have on the Trail Boss, and you also get a better 11-inch driver display and the 11-inch same infotainment system on the right, and it has a very nice interior. It's the interior of the Z71 on steroids. You have a lot of options that come with that truck, and it does go up in price. You can get that thing in the mid-50s if you option it all the way up. Well, there you go. That is the Chevrolet lineup. Let's move over to the GMC lineup. You can see here that the GMC lineup is a lot simpler, and we can go through this a whole lot faster than the trucks. I had these out of order. I'm sorry about that. But you have the Elevation as the base model in a 2-wheel drive, and I believe you can get that in a 4-wheel drive also. Then you go to the AT4, which is, oh my goodness, about $7,000 more than an Elevation, but it comes with a lot more in the AT4 package. Remember, the interior on these trucks are leagues ahead of the Chevrolet. They're leagues ahead of the Chevrolet interiors when it comes to just style inside the things. After the AT4, you go to the luxury Denali, which has got nicer leathers and nicer stitching on the inside. On these trucks, on the AT4 and Denali, you have the heads-up display that's available on those trucks. Now, one thing that's unfortunate is you get the 11-inch display on the Denali, but you don't get the 11-inch driver display on the AT4. Even if you buy the technology package, you don't get the 11-inch driver display, which makes me scratch my head why GM would do that when you're spending that much money on a mid-sized truck and you're buying the technology package. It should have been part of that package. I get off my soapbox. And then to the far right there, we have the Big Daddy, the AT4X, late availability, that's what it says. That one's got the 3-inch factory lift. It's got the multimatic shocks, just like in the ZR2. It's got the larger 11-inch display for the driver information, and it's got all the drive modes. It is a true Baja kind of truck that they have there, and that is the premier truck in the mid-size market. There you go. That's the GM lineup. It's a lot simpler. Just know that the trucks are very similar on the inside, except the Elevation is the lowest, AT4 Denali, and then the Big Daddy AT4X. So when we stack them all up together, we have all, 9 trucks there, right? We got 9 total trucks. Chevy has 5, and GMC has 4. And it goes up from left to right: work truck, LT, Trail Boss, Z71, ZR2, Elevation, AT4, Denali, and then up on the very top is the AT4X, which is late availability, of course, it says. So we have all these trucks now, and what I want to do is I want to rank them. Does that make sense? Yeah. So it's going to look a little different, but this is what it's going to look like when you rank them. It looks just like this right here. So we have all the trucks right here, all in a nice little stack over on the right. We're going to go through and we're going to rank them very quickly. And I'm going to show you how they go 1 through 9, mixing the two brands up, if that makes sense. So here we go. Number 1, the work truck. That is the base truck. It comes with, you can choose it with the base engine, or you can pick the mid engine for that truck for more money, of course. There it is right there. There's number 1. Number 2, the Chevrolet work truck. Then the LT is number 2. It's just a step above the work truck when it comes to interior refinement, a little nicer wheels, that kind of stuff. The next one we're going to go to, and this is, to me, this is not the right place for it. If I were ranking this for comfort, convenience, and options, I would switch the Trail Boss with the LT. The Trail Boss is a work truck, and it should be right below the work truck. But because of its off-road prowess and because of its lift kit and all the things it has on it, it's going to be number 3 on the list as it marks up. And it's a little higher priced than the LT is also. Why you would be spending that kind of money on a base model plastic work truck with halogen lights, I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Going up from there, we have the Z71, the mall crawler, right? What used to be the big boss of the Chevrolet, got the Z71, is now, oh, it's the Z71 because it's no lift kit. It's got a 4-wheel drive package. You have the mid-output motor that you can upgrade, and it has the standard 8-inch digital screen with the 11-inch on the right and a nicer interior. You can pick more options with the Z71 and bring that price up. Following that, we switch to GM. The GMC Elevation would be the one just above the Z71 truck. Interior skyrockets over the Z71, and you have a lot more creature comforts inside of the Elevation. So if you're looking for a nice Z71, get the Elevation 4x4. It's just going to be nicer. Next one beyond that is the AT4. That's my truck right there. That one only comes in 4-wheel drive because it's 4. Get it? AT4. And that one there, once again, steps it up another level. It steps it up another level with, heads-up display options, better interior, nicer materials, fender flares are standard. Just a lot of great features on the AT4 that you can't get on a Z71. That would go there. When you come up again, you hit the next one. It is the, of course, GMC Denali. The Luxo truck, you might say. That thing is jumping up to $55,000 to $60,000 for a mid-sized truck. There's not many options you can get on that truck, but you can still get options on that truck. This one also comes with the 11-inch front display in front of you. That's the whole screen, which is pretty nice. I wish that my AT4 came with that. So your Denali is, if you really want class and luxury, that's the one you go with. Next one on the list, going up above the Denali, is the ZR2. The Chevy ZR2 is back on the list again. That one comes with a super nice interior. It comes with a lot of things. It does not get heads-up display, but it does get the 11-inch driver display, the larger one for that truck. It has the Multimatic shocks. It has all of those things that you want in an off-roader and in a desert runner, or all the things you want to go. And of course, number 9 is going to be the AT4X. That thing's going to be, up to 60 grand for that little truck, but it comes with everything. 3-inch lift kit. It comes with the heads-up display. It comes up with an interior that is just unmatched in the industry. Any mid-size trucks can't touch any of the GMC products, especially the AT4X. There you go. That is the list of trucks. If you were looking to go up by step, that's how I think it's genius what General Motors has done by making the line light on the Chevy side and just if you want style and if you want class, then you're heading for the GM product, because the GM products are just classier on the inside and have more standard options and more options you can't get on the Chevrolets. But I'm going to pose a question to you right now. And here's that question. What if we were to make a hybrid truck? This truck right here. If we were to combine the Z71 with the features of the Trail Boss, that would match the AT4 even more. So it would give you a reason to buy a Chevrolet that's actually better than an AT4. Problem is if you made that truck, it would be the same price or more than an AT4. But I think General Motors missed an opportunity here by combining the Z71 with the Trail Boss feature, which they do on the heavy duties, which they do on the half tons, but they're not doing it on this truck. If they were to combine the Z71 with the Trail Boss package, that would be one heck of a truck. It really, really would be. Well, there you go. There's my 1 through 9 with a little curveball at the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. I hope that you can, I hope you like it. I hope you understand the way I was coming at this. I wanted to make it a little more clear for people that are just unsure which brand they wanted to get if they were looking for this truck. That 2.7 liter motor is excellent. It's got tons of power. Economy is good, not great, but good. And if you have any questions, please comment below, and I'll be trying to get to all the questions as much as possible. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. You have an absolutely wonderful day, and please subscribe.